What's up, Grace Girls? Welcome to the Allow Yourself Grace podcast, where we focus on helping Black women change their lives by discarding negative thoughts, pivoting in the right direction, and shifting their mindset through cultivating a trauma free lifestyle. I'm your host, Courtney Christten, educator, content creator, life coach, counselor, and mental health enthusiast living in Houston, Texas. I created the Allow Yourself Grace podcast because I wanted to create a space for Black women to share their thoughts, feelings, and stories that make them who they are without fear of judgment. Allow Yourself Grace provides emotional support and encouragement within the Grace Girls community for women in need of non biased opinions from women other than family and friends. Personal development, self care, career, faith are among many of the topics we will discuss on this platform. Allow Yourself Grace podcast is here to encourage Black women to live unapologetically and thrive in being authentically who they are and were designed to be, an entire vibe. No topics are off limits. We will cover it all. Now, grab a notebook, pen, sit back, and enjoy the show. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Allow Yourself Grace podcast. It's the season finale, and y'all already know I'm wrapping up the season. And so I want to take some time to just reflect on the season, man. You know, when I started reflecting before I started recording, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to call this episode Born for This. Born for This. Your girl done got some confidence. She done gained a little swag about speaking in front of people and just speaking on my platform and just being open and honest. And so I'm excited about that. And 2 seasons in, y'all. Two seasons in. And what I'm most proud of myself for is, remaining consistent throughout the season, like not coming up with excuses, being creative, inviting other people on my platform that, had value to add to what I was already doing. And so I definitely want to say thank you to everyone who came on and everyone that's coming, because y'all already know I'm already planning for season 3. Got some slots already booked. So, yeah, we're just going to keep bringing you the heat. We're going to keep bringing you great content. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. You guys have been coming through. Please make sure that you are sharing the podcast with others, and that, if you are at home and you're thinking about coming on, just hit me up. Let me know so I can check out your profile. Y'all know I'm selective about who I bring on the platform, but I am open to you sending me people or you wanting to come so I can just see if you're a right fit for the platform. Okay, let's get into the episode. Born for This. Like, wow. I was born for this, but I do want to say that I think sometimes it's all about timing. And it's not about your timing, it's about God's timing. Because had I been presented with this opportunity 5-6 years ago, no, I'm not going to say that because I've been doing this longer. I'm going to say in my early 20s, I probably wouldn't have been ready, right? And I think now I'm at the perfect spot in my life. Like, God couldn't have aligned this better. I'm in the perfect position, the perfect spot. This year was the perfect time to start it because it's like I've gained a level of maturity that I see in myself. Like, once I look back on all the things that I've done and been through, it's like, wow, I've matured so much. I've gained so much wisdom and knowledge. And now I am able to share, my experience, share with others, network with other women, be open about my story. That was a hard thing for me too. And so now I feel like that I'm mature enough to handle what the platform comes with. I'm ready, and I understand how everything that I was doing years ago was preparing me for this moment. And so I'm super excited. And I always say I'm super excited, but I am always super excited. Like, that's my favorite thing to say because everything's exciting to me right now because it's only up. Like, there's nowhere else to go but up. And so I think when you get to a point in your life where, you've created stability, you've created a positive, inviting, warm, genuine environment that nothing but good things flow. Like, you're optimistic about things. You want to learn more. You seek knowledge. You don't make excuses. Like, when you get to a certain level of maturity, it opens up so many doors. And I think that just comes with growth and just experiencing, like trying to have as many experiences as you can in life. I want to talk about for a second, because I think this goes along with, being born for something and always being meant to do a specific thing, is perseverance. Because in order to get to this moment, I had to fall down, right? I had to have some failures. But the key through all of that was to persevere and to gain resilience throughout that process. There were low moments when I look back in my 20s, just growing up. Like, there were times where I didn't think I was going to get to this moment. And it just shows you that everything you go through literally prepares you for certain times in your life. So if you're someone who's experiencing a low moment, it won't always be this way. Like, when I used to sing that song when I went to church, like, it won't always be this way, I used to be like, oh, yeah, whatever. Because, when you're growing up, you just sing it. You don't really understand the tears that the elders are crying, or, the tears that you hear your mom crying at night, because she doesn't know how something's going to get accomplished. When you're growing up, you don't really get it. But when you start to go through life and you start to experience some things for yourself, it's like, oh, I get it now. The song has a little more meaning to you. Like, it's like you might start crying with some of these songs because of some things that you've been through and you didn't think you were going to get through them. And it's like life just starts to unfold and you just look at things differently. And that makes you want to share, and that makes you want your story to be able to impact someone else. Like, I want my life to be motivation for someone to say, oh, I like what she's doing. If she can do it, I can do my thing over here. I can do this. And I think that's the key to all of this, is just you being able to see some positive lights and positive women and just people that you can say, oh, she looks like me, or, oh, her story's similar to mine, or, we want you to be able to relate. But we also, through my platform, I want you to be able to, create your own environment and just look and be able to see where, God is taking you in your own life. It's just to encourage. It's just to motivate. And so that's what this platform is about, is empowering. And so the women that I bring on, it's like they are empowering women in some way, or they're empowering people in some way that could be, influential to you. Okay? So that's the whole purpose behind the platform. And so when I started, I was like, you know what? I'm just going for it. And so that's why you see like those first episodes with me by myself, but God just started putting people in my path, that I thought could bring influence also to the platform. And so that's the goal, is for you guys to see people that are doing great things. But with them doing great things, they have a story. And we've all been through something. We all go through things. But at the end of the day, you're born to do something great. Like, the excuses gotta go, sis. They gotta go. The places that you go that you know you're not supposed to be, like, there are certain places that you go, you probably feel uncomfortable. You probably don't feel the same anymore. That's called growth. That's called you probably not supposed to be in that place, right? That's called, I probably matured. Because one thing about growth is it's not going to allow you to keep going and doing the same things. It's not going to allow you to keep going to the same places. It's not going to allow you to keep doing the same things. Why? Because when you do that, you get the same results. And so when God wants different results for you, he's going to push you out of your comfort zone. He's going to make you uncomfortable in order for you to grow, in order for you to see, like, I want better for you. I want better for you. You deserve better. But a lot of times we keep putting ourselves in the same place and in the same position. And it's like, why are we not getting the results that we want? Because we keep doing the same thing. Y'all know that's the definition of insanity, right? I don't even got to tell y'all because I'm sure y'all heard that before. To keep doing the same thing or going to the same place over and over and over and expecting different results is not going to happen. If you're wondering why your life seems to go in a circle or a cycle, like every relationship you get in, it don't work. Or you find yourself with a different person in the same type of relationship, that's why. It's because you're doing the same thing. You're looking for the same type of person. You're looking for the same characteristics and traits. Like, you're not willing to get out of your comfort zone. And so God keeps having to let you get hurt. He keeps having to, let people slap you in the face because you're not getting it. You're not getting it, sis. You're not getting it. And so you're wondering why your life is going in a spiral. And it's like, wow, you need to stop. Take a deep breath. Let's analyze the situation. Okay, what am I doing that's repetitive? Okay? Because if my life looks like it did last year, this year, then I'm not doing something right. That's why people get bored going to the same workplace every day, right? Because you're doing the same thing, and sometimes you're doing a routine. And you're getting the same results. At the end of that, you're going to get the same retirement check. So it's like, when you going to do something different? It's okay to change it up. If you want to stay somewhere till you retire, I'm not knocking you for that. But what I'm saying is also, too, try to incorporate different things. Your life doesn't have to be a routine. Like, you can change it up. You don't have to come home every day and watch TV. Like, you can come home sometimes and read a book. You can come home sometimes and go walking. That's all I'm saying. Like, don't be afraid to change up the routine, because nobody just want to be doing the same thing every day and then you die. Like, that's boring. And I think when my light bulb popped on, that's when my life became more freer and more, I just became more, like, optimistic about things and, not scared to try things, because it's like, wow, what if I don't? What if I don't? What if I run out of time? Like, start thinking about, like, what if? What if I run out of time? What if I try this? Like, let's kill the excuses where, oh, well, he's not my type. Okay, what's your type? Because your type is not working. Like, you had your type last year, the year before, and the year after that, and you got the same results. So what's really your type? I'm just asking. What's really your type? That's what I'm talking about. Becoming more knowledgeable. Developing hustle. Like, hustle, like, I feel like hustle sometimes gets a bad, the word hustle, people just look at it as, oh, you shouldn't always be in a rush. You shouldn't always be trying to, But I don't look at hustle like that. I look at hustle like, every day I got to get up. I got to get out that bed. Because that bed keep you tied down. It keep you sick. It keep you like, I got to get up. It may take me a little bit because I get up slow. But I got to get up. I can't stay there all day. I got to do something. I got to go wash a dish. I got to do, like, if I'm at home and I'm sick or something, you're going to still see me, like, get up and do something. right? Hustle is having drive. Like, I need to do stuff, right? I need to get stuff done. Like, have some hustle about you. That's all. That's all hustle means to me. You know, it can mean different things. Everybody's definition is different. But if it's not in you, like, have you ever been around someone where it's like everybody cleaning up and they sitting down? It's like, are you going to help? Or are you going to watch? Like, get up and do something. Like, do something about the things that you don't like about yourself and about your life. I told myself this the other day. I'm like, you know what? Don't say you fat no more, because you ain't doing shit about it. Period. What you doing about it? Are you doing something about it? Or are you still eating sweets? Like, or are you doing stuff in moderation? Like, you have to show that you're doing something about your situation, because otherwise, I'm not the person to sit and have a pity party with you. And neither do I want you to sit and have a pity party with me about being fat. You need to say, okay, sis, what's the plan? What we doing? You want me to check in with you? You want me to hold you accountable? That's it. Because it's like, we make excuses for not being great. We make excuses for not doing the things we were born to do. And at some point, it got to stop. You know, I had someone really come clean to me the other day and tell me, like, remember when you said, I didn't even remember that I said it, but I guess the way I said it offended them. But I said all that to say they came and said, you know what, I thought about what you said. At first, I was a little mad. They admitted that they were mad. I never knew they were mad about it. But they're like, at first, I was a little mad, but I really thought about what you said, and it's true. Like, one thing about me, I don't know if you're going to like my podcast, because when I do, especially when I do this at the end of the season, I like to just reflect on all the things that I thought about during the season and just kind of give you a rundown of the things that I learned or whatever. But she was like, what you said was true. And I really had to start applying that to my life. And I'm like, yeah, because I'm only going to let you vent and throw a pity party to me for so long before I say, okay, what are you going to do about it? Well, you do this and you do that, so why can't you do this? And so she got offended. But it's like, what do you want me to say? You want me to say, oh, yeah, you right, and pat you on your back? No, because I'm not going to do that, because that's not going to push you to be great. You know, when you see someone's potential or you see the greatness inside of them, you have to be hard on them. You have to hold them accountable, because otherwise they're never going to achieve the level of greatness that you know they can. Right? They're never going to achieve it until someone says, I'm not giving you any more excuses. This is what I see. You can take my opinion or leave it. But what it's going to force them to do is go and think about it, and then they'll come back to it. They'll come back to it. Risk. When you're born to do something, there's going to be a risk that you got to take. Right? With everything comes a risk, or it comes an investment, whether it's monetarily, whether it's time. There's going to be a risk in anything that you do. Some people think because they're born to do something that they can just wake up and be great at it. It don't work like that, right? You got to kind of like fine tune those gifts and those passions. You got to fine tune them. That means that every day I need to be perfecting my craft. I need to be working on my craft. That way I can be able to say, nobody going to outwork me. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it done. That's how we become great. Like, becoming great takes you challenging yourself. Doing what you were born to do is going to take you challenging yourself. Like, I welcome challenges. I'm a whine about it. I'm going to complain about it. a little bit. But at the end of the day, I'm going to get it done. It's going to get done. Sometimes I don't even know what I'm doing. Like, I literally be like, okay, let me go do some research. Let me pray because I just got to figure this out. I got to read. I got to figure it out. And it's not that I haven't seen anyone do it. The issue is that sometimes when you go to people or you start to be like, oh, okay, well, they said that they're a guru at this. And it's like they either don't have time to help you or like you don't want to call. I'm the person that just doesn't want to call. I'm like, I ain't finna call nobody. I'm going to figure it out. And normally I do, but I understand that everybody doesn't work like that. I get that. So if you don't work like that, then you know that you have to make an investment, right? You got to get somebody to help you, which normally most people, they going to probably charge you. And that's okay because it's their business. It's the way they run things. And so that's one thing we got to get in our heads. Either I'm going to take some time and I'm going to get it done if you're a self-starter, if you're a good researcher, or I want to bypass all that, go to the source, pay my money, and let them go ahead and set it up and show me. So those are your two ways of getting things done, right? I like to kind of think and challenge myself to figure things out. But with anything comes patience. That's all I'm saying. Whether you work with someone or you work on your own, patience has to be there. We can't rush the process. You got to take time to learn the process. You got to take time to fine tune things. But when it's your time to shine, when it's your time to be ready, you're going to be ready because you took the time to do it. You took the money to invest. You took the time to cultivate, you know. That's what I mean. Like, step out on faith and just do it. Just do it because you were born to do it. You weren't born to sit idle. You weren't born to just go work for someone and just that's all you do every day. That's not realistic. You're going to get bored. You're going to get tired of going to this workplace. But after work, if I'm like, hey, I'm meeting up with my friends, I'm going to work out. Hey, like you need to have a life outside of the routine, outside of the normal. It's okay to have a life outside of that. I hate when I talk to people, it's like, hey, what's up? Oh, yeah, what you been doing? What you been up to? Nothing, just working. Like, what? That can't be life. Like, you don't do nothing else outside of work. You don't have no hobbies. That's boring. Nothing. You ain't got nothing that you do outside of go to work. Tell me something else. Tell me something else. You cooked a new recipe this week. You're trying new recipes this week. You're going on a trip. Tell me something outside of, I went to work. I just been working. I've been working overtime. Yeah, I'm tired. Oh, child, when you gonna stop being tired? When you gonna stop being boring, first of all? Like, I get bored easily. So that's just me though. But hey, to each his own. If you happy just going to work and that's fun for you, that's great. I never heard anybody say, oh, I had fun at work. Like, I have fun at work every day. Every day you have fun at work? Because that's a lie. I don't believe you. Maybe you telling yourself that, but that ain't fun. Like, find something to do outside of that. Enjoy your spouse, enjoy your kids, travel, find something to do because you need to have a life outside of just going to work every day. You deserve that. You deserve that. And if you feel like I can't afford that or, yeah, that's easier said than done, then go watch my last episode because I encourage you on that episode to do something about it. What's the plan, sis? Be listening. What you doing? What action you taking to change it? Y'all need to go watch that episode. But yeah, just, change up the routine. Change up the routine. Change up the routine. Okay. Now I want to take these last 10 minutes to talk about what's upcoming for Allow Yourself Grace. Okay. Allow Yourself Grace is not just a podcast. It's going to consist of multiple entities. The podcast is just an added asset, and I hope you guys are enjoying it and loving it. But the ultimate goal for Allow Yourself Grace is to form a community of like minded women who, want to be successful, who want to empower each other, who want to motivate each other. That's the goal for Allow Yourself Grace. And in that community, I also want to offer different products and different things to help you get towards your goal. Like if you're wanting to start your own brand, or you're wanting to start your own podcast, or whatever it is that you want to do, I want to have a resource that will be able to help you, right? It's not all about being a boss. Maybe you say, okay, well, I don't want to be in the forefront of things. I don't want to lead things. I want to have products available, something that can help everyone, whether it's motivation. Maybe you just want something to motivate you. We all need that weekly motivation. So my ultimate goal with the Allow Yourself Grace brand is just to have something for every woman out there. Because I feel like at this point in my life that I've experienced every stage of, needing motivation, or, trying to start my brand. So I've been through the stages, and so I kind of want to share what I've learned along the way and have those products available for you guys. So the community is just going to be us meeting monthly and weekly. It's going to be subscription based. So it will be like a little membership. And so, just bringing people together, bringing women together, and we can all learn from each other. There's something that we can learn from everyone. And I want everyone to have a safe space to be able to get advice, to bounce out ideas off of each other. Sometimes, you may not have a lot of girlfriends. And so we need that community of like-minded women to just really help push us forward. Like, I don't know, it's just so refreshing for me to be around women who are doing great things. Like, women are so smart and so powerful. And so I want to bring all of us together. Yes. And so I'm excited about it. So that's going to be coming. Merch is going to be coming. I have on one of my tops right now. Merch is going to be coming. So just try to, have something that represents my brand and represents it well and represents who I am as a person as well. And the Allow Yourself Grace brand is going to be, it's going to be a big brand. And so I'm excited about it. And so I hope you guys are excited about it. I want to see the community grow. I want to see the platform grow, because ultimately it's not about me. It's about the work and the things that I'm doing that can help push other people forward, other women forward. So I'm just excited to see where it's going to go. So what's next for the AYG podcast is I'm bringing on some more phenomenal women killing the game out here, y'all. Very motivating women. And so it's only up. Like, I feel like it's getting better every season, because the people that I'm getting this coming season, like, wow, powerhouses. And so they're coming, and I hope y'all are ready for it. I hope y'all got y'all's pens and notebooks ready. I'm going to also be releasing a journal. And so that in that journal, you'll be able to go back through podcasts and put all your notes in one spot. So you'll know when it's time for me to watch or listen to the AYG podcast, I can grab my journal so I can take my notes or whatever. So that's kind of what I want to do with that. And just keep bringing you fire content, mixing up the content. There's going to be a relationship series coming up, a motivational series coming up. So there's a lot of stuff that I want to add gradually. I don't want to give you guys too much at one time, but I do want to add and give you a little more. I like these sit downs as well. I'm just trying to figure out how I can change it up. I don't like my sit downs to be too long. I don't like them to be longer than 30, 40 minutes when I'm by myself, just so you guys can get to know me too as a person and as a host. My personal goals, what do I have coming up? I want to start putting myself out there more to speak publicly because I'm only going to get better, right? You keep putting yourself out of your comfort zone, you get better, right? Being on my podcast platform for me is comfort, but being on someone else's platform and being out there is sometimes uncomfortable, but it's good because then I get used to it, right? So I want to keep doing that. So that's one of the things that I want to keep doing personally for myself. And if you don't know, I transitioned from working 9 to 5 to a full time entrepreneur. So that's new for me. And I don't know if many people knew that, maybe my family, but now y'all know. So full time. So I have more time to put into my brand. So super excited about that. Also too, the OM2H podcast gala is coming on the One Marriage Two Hustlers platform. But I'm announcing it on this platform because I am part of One Marriage Two Hustlers. But I want you guys to go and purchase your ticket. It's on November 18th. It's going to be right here in Houston, Texas. Go purchase your ticket. The starting ticket price is $97. We also have a double ticket. So if you're interested in bringing someone, we're giving you a bit of a discount. And then there's a VIP ticket available as well if you want to be in the VIP section. Also, too, if you're interested in sponsoring this event, you can. We do have sponsorship levels. The sponsorship packages are closing this month. So please make sure that if you want to do that, you go ahead and do that. All right. So I think that's all of my announcements. Please make sure that you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you're notified. Make sure that you're following us on Instagram. I say us, but the Allow Yourself Grace brand on Instagram at AYG_Allow Yourself Grace. Also, too, you can follow me on my personal page at Mrs. Why Now Is Your Time. But until next time, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Well, guys, that concludes our episode. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Allow Yourself Grace podcast. For additional information about today's episode, please click the link in the show notes below. To learn more about our Grace Girls community and other resources we have to offer, head over to www.allowyourselfgrace.com. Until next time, Grace Girls, I love you all. Be blessed and continue to strive for success.